the UVM driver class. So the driver is the one who is taking the transactions continuously coming from the sequence and converting these transactions to the actual pin level DUT signals. Coming to the implementation, you should extend your own driver from the UVM driver class, and also you should parameterize your own driver with the type of transaction the driver is dealing with. So this is required to make the transactions coming through the sequencer to get into the driver. So after the factory registration macro, you will be declaring all the virtual interfaces needed in the DUT, and through this interface only you will be driving the transactions to the DUT. And in the build phase function, after the super.build phase statement, you should first get the actual handle to these virtual interfaces. So this is getting through the UVM config DB, which we had seen in the very first session of the top level DUT or the top level test bench module. So you are adding the handles to the interface to the UVM config DB in the top level DUT test bench, and you are getting those handles in the driver using the UVM config DB dot get. So this is a format to get any UVM config DB object. So UVM config DB hash parameterized with the type of this object you are getting, and colon get, and there will pass the arguments. Any handle put in the UVM config DB is identified by the name that you had given while adding it to the config DB. So when you get the handle, you should give the same name that you had given when you had put the handle in the config DB. So this name, that the AXIWR interface one, should be same as that of the interface name which you had given in the top level test bench module. In the same way, you should get the handles to every virtual interfaces if needed. Also, you can flag an error if you are not getting this config DB object, saying that it's not found in the config DB. There is no need to connect two components in the driver class, and there won't be any connect phase function. And in the run phase task, you will actually add the intelligence to drive the transactions to the DUT. And this is a general format which I can tell you for writing the run phase task. So you should always get the transaction from the sequencer. So this is the format to get a transaction. So as already discussed, seek item port is already implemented method in the UVM driver. So if you call seek item port.get next item, you will get the transaction whenever it is coming to the sequence item port through the sequencer. So once you get the transaction in a local object that you have declared here, you can drive the actual transaction. Here you may call a user defined task to drive this transaction to the DUT. Once you had completed with driving this transaction, you should put like seek item port dot item done. This statement will make the sequence to be done with the current transaction and go to the next transaction processing. Sometimes in your test bench you might want to send response transactions to every transaction that you are receiving, and if that is the case, you should create the object of the response transaction, and you should set the information regarding the transaction ID to which you are sending the response. So that is done by response transaction dot set ID info of the transaction which is received from the sequencer. Again, set ID info is a UVM function which will copy the transaction ID of this particular transaction to this response transaction. And after that, you can fill the fields in the response transaction as needed, and you can send the response by saying or by stating put underscore response of the response transaction. So if that is the case, your sequence will wait for the response transaction before sending the next transaction. So this part is optional. If there is no need to send a response from the driver back to the sequence, you can omit this part. So this is a very generalized anatomy of a UVM driver class, and always remember that you have to go to the implementation of the drive class, which will actually convert your transactions to the pin level signal.